Alright, I'm gonna start streaming. Let's see what fucking happens. This program is weird and wonky, but there is the idea that it will provide me with a better stream than what GeForce was providing me. There we go. It is up and running. Shit. So, there we go. I'm looking at my phone. It looks okay. Let me take a look at it. Sorry, you're gonna see some crazy shit going on here. Pull it up on my. If I can type, I am slightly inebriated because fuck your face. Alright. This again. No, this isn't the one I want. Back. Okay, come on. Let's go here. Come on. Let me look at my channel. Maybe click, things happen. Shiza. Yep. Fuck off. Let me open up a new web browser here. Close my buddy's chat window, because y'all don't care about that shit. Ugh. Alright, YouTube. Come on. I guess the streaming is taking up everything, every bit of bandwidth. Lord, just load forever. There we go, okay. My channel. Sorry, I'm experimenting with new shit. I'm talking really loud. It's nighttime, there's people in the house sleeping, even though I'm old and that little motherfucker. Alright, come on. Show me what I want. There we go. Oh, hey, look at that. Cool. Look at I'm looking at my own shit. Oh, God. That is horrible. Show me what I want. There we go. We're getting like some slow. Oh, hey, look at that. Cool. I'm looking at my own shit. Oh, God. That is horrible. There we go. I apologize. It's gonna be all sorts of all over the place, but I want to see what it looks like on my end, at the very least. Hopefully, it'll be better than. I apologize. It's gonna be all sorts of all over the place, but hopefully it'll be better than what I've been dealing with on my end. Hopefully, it'll be better. Seems to be better. I mean, I can make out things. Hopefully it'll be better than what I've been doing. Oh yeah, now it's just kinda, now I'm getting all sorts of just kinda, fuck all that shit. Alright. I'm gonna start this up again. Hang tight. Alright, so, oh god. Okay, so, as far as I'm aware, this is working. I'll just have to get third-party verification on this. Hopefully it is much better. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and do a little jump here. Basically, I am playing Elite Dangerous, or Elite Dangerous Horizons. And I am out in the middle of nowhere doing a whole lot of really, really boring shit. God, I should probably throttle up. I am exploring. Not very I'm not very far from civilization as it is, because I just started playing this game again. A certain asshole friend of mine said he was playing it, which got my interest renewed. So here I am playing this game. So I am at this random ass windy star. Get some fuel from it, some hydrogen and all that bullshit, whatever that my spaceship runs off of. And since I have not actually been to the system before, I'm going to scan this star, which will give me money. In the long run, I actually have to go back to civilization and turn in any cartographic data that I have amassed. Now, my plan is to, right now my plan is to kind of go to the middle of the galaxy. It's going to be very far, very long, very far away. It'll probably take me days, if not weeks. I've tried to do this journey before. I've tried to get going, doing hand motions as if you all can see me. Maybe I should turn on the video camera. Alright, so I've tried doing a whole trip to the center before, and every time I've done it, a buddy of mine has come along and been like, hey, let's go do this, hey, I'm gonna go do that. So I turn around, I get impatient, I want to go do something else, so I go back and I neglect the rest of the journey. So this time though, my friend, a couple of my friends that play this game, they haven't played in a while. So I'm gonna go out. I'm just gonna do it. See, like this system here, since I'm still really in close to civilization, this system has pretty much already been discovered. So I'm really not going to spend too much time here. I think I'll scan this one, because when you scan planets, like when you actually get detailed scans of them, that gives you more money when you get back to civilization. Gas giants are really easy to scan because you don't have to get up close, which makes this all the more boring, especially for anybody watching a stream of this game, because really you don't have to get that close. I'm 739 light seconds away from this one, so all it appears to to me and to anybody watching is just this tiny little dot of light on the screen there. So I'm going to scan it, and that will give me money. So I'm going to go to the galaxy map to reset my... Oh, okay. This is the system I was targeting anyway. So anyway, this is the galaxy map here. My goal is basically Sagittarius A. Let me go over here. Sagittarius A. Zoom in on it, and it'll give us just how far away it is. Let me zoom in here so it's easier to see. It is 26,278.41 light years away. It's a supermassive black hole. I've cruised past a couple black holes. It's pretty trippy. You don't want to get too close to them because they'll fuck you up. But I mean, as far as I've seen on forums and videos and whatnot, like you won't die getting too close to them because the game limits how close you can get to them. But charge into and everything, it can mess you up. But anyway, sorry, I got a buddy messaging me. I'm checking it on my phone. Yeah, 26,000 plus light years away. That will take me a long ass time because my current jump range is approximately about a little over 34, like 34.33 light years is my average if not maximum jump range. So divide 26,000 by 34. Yeah, math. It's not my specialty, but okay. Anyway, I shouldn't have closed that. I have to get back in here and plot a course because right now I am here in this big clump of stars. I want to go. My plan is to kind of go this way. Kind of go straight from where I am, kind of towards the center, but not directly at the center, because you typically start off kind of around. Let me do a power play here. God, I'm so zoomed out. Where am I? Alright, so most of humanity is basically in this big ball of different colors. Each color represents a different faction. With Sol somewhere in the middle of all this. I'm not going to look it up right now, but I am out here. Right now I'm heading straight that way. If you can see my mouse cursor. Yeah, that took me longer than it probably should have, because I was messing around with scanning some planets and poking around on YouTube and talking with people and whatnot. But even then, that took me probably a couple hours. And even if I had been hurrying, it probably would have taken me maybe an hour. Going from here, where I am at right now, I'm gonna give you a scope of it. Like, zoom all the way in. That point of light. Sorry, I'll fiddle with the map stuff later. But you zoom all the way out and just realize that this is literally the entire galaxy. Like the production company, the designers of this game, have pulled from real life star databases and built the Milky Way. So it's not just, like, oh, you spend like 3 or 4 hours, you'll get to the middle of the galaxy. No, you spend 3 or 4 hours and you'll maybe get like here. If you're not scanning anything and you're just jump. It is really far. It is very, very far. So anyway, I need to plot, go back to map here. I need to plot a course. The maximum course you can plot is about 1,000 light years. So basically what I do is I kind of go just close to all the way zoomed in. I find a spot. That's too close. 175 light years. I can make that in a handful of jumps. Zoom out a little bit and zoom back in. So it kind of speeds up. Let's grab this guy right here. Pencil sector. Okay. 383 light years. A little bit of Lystexia. I don't really have Lystexia, but anyway. Zoom in on this here. Anyway, really quick, before I get too far, I need to pull this up on Facebook so I can share the link. Not Facebook. YouTube. Yeah, that looks good. I'm looking at it on YouTube right now. On my phone, anyway. That looks so much better than the last streaming service I was using. So anyway, I'm gonna share that. If I could hit the right button. I apologize. I'm inebriated. Jumping. I can do this. I can multitask. I swear. I can multitask. Here. Hopefully my buddy didn't use my... I was trying to use the NVIDIA... God damn it. I thought I was already for shadow play streaming stuff before. And just, it was bad, real blocky, real nasty, and I tried doing that just a little bit ago. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. So if you get too close to the stars, it'll drop you out of Super Cruise, which hurts your ship. And when you're out as far as I am, you don't want to hurt your ship, because every little bit of pain that you incur it's cringeworthy, because you just don't want to don't want to get damaged. You don't want to fuck yourself up when you're far away. Because the further you are away, though, of course, the longer it's going to take to get back. In some cases, even if you're just breezing through systems, it can take you days to get back. And I really am running bare bones. I'm basically built for distance. I'm not built for self-recovery, repair, or anything. Because the more modules you have on yourself, the shorter your distance, the shorter your jump to. Ooh. Okay, well, let's see how far this away this is. Anyway, this star that I just jumped in on is the largest star, the most massive star, which is the star that you jump in on in any system, because it's what you lock onto. It's the most massive. This one has already been discovered by some fellow Melody Malone. Okay, I'm trying to read too much into that. So he looked at this star. He or she, probably a he. Let's get real here. Looked at this star, the first star, but left these two, which tells me that either he was just too lazy to go out and look for them, or they were really far away. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to drop out of here. And yeah, that star is really far away. That star is 342,751 light seconds away. If I really wanted to go all the way out there, and I don't blame the original person that came through this system, if I really wanted to go out there, it would probably take about somewhere around 15 to 30 minutes. I haven't ever timed it, but going 300,000+ light seconds, and that's what oh god, sorry, I gotta hit the right button here. Whatever, you can see it right there on the screen. Going 300+ light seconds. L, S, capital L, small caps, I don't know. Fuck, I'm drunk. Anyway, LS in this game stands for light seconds. Basically, how many seconds at the speed of light it takes to travel from point A to B. And over 300,000 light seconds. It's going to take you anywhere, 15 to 30 minutes. It's going to take a while. Like, you can basically lock onto it like I have right now. Get up, go watch part of a TV show in another room. You go to the bathroom, get yourself some food, get yourself another drink, and you basically just fuck off and generally not give a damn, because the chances of anybody being out in the system to pull you out of warp, to mess with you in any capacity, is slim to none. I mean, there's not going to be anybody there to mess with you, so you can walk away for an hour or two if you wanted, and you'll be just fine. But yeah, anything over 300,000 light seconds just takes a long ass time. Even 100,000 will take probably like 5 to 10 minutes or so. So add 5 to 10 minutes per 100,000, and you're looking at almost 30 minutes of just staring at this screen, as we're staring at it right now. So for the sake of my not passing out while drunk, and many viewers not being incredibly bored, I'm gonna move on. Like 100,000 some odd, 100,000 I will do. 300,000 if I'm in a hurry to really get out into truly uncharted space. I will skip 300,000. Now, if I'm in completely uncharted space and I'm not pushing for time, fuck it. I will head out there and grab everything. Because when you finally get back to civilization and turn in everything that you have found, it's worth more. If you were the first person to discover plus you get your name out there among the stars in this game, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's a good beer. Even warmed up, that's really good beer. So anyway, yes. If you're the first person to discover something, you get more credits, and you basically get your name written among the stars. In this game, anyway. You would think that, you know, this game has been out for a few years now. You would think that pretty much everything's been discovered, but I mean, shit, I've gotten maybe several hundred light years away from civilization, and I start finding like almost every single system I find is straight, you know, undiscovered. And then you get anything, pretty much anything over like 1,000 light years away, and pretty much it's no man's land, you know, because you got to think there's so many millions, if you know billions, so many billions of stars out in our galaxy, and most of them are in this game. Sorry, loud noise. Basically, I shot off my scanner, which tells me how many objects there are in this system. And yep, somebody's been here before. See, I'm still too close. I'm still too close into things. He went and looked at the first 4. He went and looked at the first 4, but the last 4 planets and a moon, they're all basically ice bodies. They're not worth a whole lot. Although I guess with this most recent update, I've really not been paying attention. I apologize, but with this most recent update, I guess they beefed up the payouts for exploration. It's definitely better. I've kind of taken a look at some averages that people have gotten. It's definitely better than what it was before. But for like ice bodies, you know, basically if you see just bright white planets, I mean, those are just ice bodies. There's nothing there. Whereas these here, this one, especially these first 3, and yeah, these first 4 are probably mostly metallic bodies. They have some clouds, which kind of makes, you might think is like indicative of water or life or something like that, or you know, like an Earth-like planet. But in this game, you might see some clouds, but if it's dull browns and reds and kind of yellows, it's pretty much guaranteed it's going to be just a metallic planet, which is definitely worth more than your ice planets over here, but not as much as like an Earth-like world or a water world, or there's a few different worlds that are worth far more even than your metallic worlds. Metallic worlds are good, basically, you know, kind of in the idea that they will eventually be mined. And I have noticed in this game that things do spread out. Because when I first started playing, you had the kind of circle of the sphere, the big blob of influence, like I showed you earlier with all the colors. You had kind of that blob of influence where all the major civilizations have sway. And then outside of it, you'll see like, when I first started playing, you'd see like a few planets here and there that, were colonized, a few systems that were inhabited, but it was few and far between. And now it's spreading, like the systems that are under control of or inhabited by different regimes has been spreading further and further outward. And, you know, the bubble itself has been growing a little bit. I mean, heck, there's even some... Actually, I can pull that up right here. Zoom out here. Way over here, there's actually... The name has changed since I first... goddamn. Let's see if I can... No, not that. It's not what I wanted to click on. God, that is so far out there. Zoom out and try to move towards it. Colonia. This here, at one point, was people were making runs out here regularly because it was a pretty new. It's like one of the newer outposts in the game. I haven't been out here myself. I wanted to get out here. Oh, goddamn, wrong. No, I want to click on that. No. Okay. See, it's sometimes kind of hard to navigate the maps here. But anyway, this was at one point kind of complete no man's land. Nobody was out here. But then several months ago, see population 200,000, state expansion, government cooperative, tourism and industrial, or it's kind of economies. It's 22,000 light years from where I am right now. I mean, that was kind of one of the first big outposts that the game developers even kind of like, hey, said, hey, we got stuff over here, run supplies and run this and that. There were actually missions running stuff out to this place, way the fuck out here. It's relatively close to the middle of the fucking galaxy. In between there and here, which is kind of the center of influence right here, this whole gaggle of markers that I have here. That's a huge space. Between there, there's almost nothing. There's almost nothing available out there. But humans have a penchant for exploration and expansion. I don't know why I'm looking back this. I already know there's nothing much here, so time to move on. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I was onto something, and I totally lost it. I started talking about something else. Get a little bit away from the sun. The star. It's not our sun. It's a star. The sun is a star. Details, basically, you don't want to start your frame shift drive. You don't want to start your big jump too close to stars, because your the heat that your ship is experiencing will skyrocket, and you'll start taking damage, sliding down, and you really don't want to after that, because again, like I said at kind of the beginning of the stream, if you start taking too much damage, you're going to want to head back. Sometimes, depending on how far away you are, it can take a long time, because there's no outposts out where I am going. So, pop my exploration noise, which scans everything, and while I am, let's see this stuff here, you kind of see it here. Well, fuel scooping, basically, that there tells you your heat index. Of course, it says heat and fuel. I am equipped with a fuel scoop. What I like to do is, basically I pop into a system, and I'll get up close to the star, which... Did I lock onto it? Yeah, okay, yes, I locked onto it. Never mind, sorry. I'm already forgetting what I'm doing. I'll pop into a system, I'll lock onto a star, and if I haven't explored it already, scan it so I can get at least a little bit of money from it, even if somebody has already been here before, and then I'll get close enough that I can fill up what little fuel I used between jumps, and then I will hop into my system map. And this is a barren system, it's just one star. So I'll hop back over here, lock destination on my next jump, and move from the star. You'll see this line here, this kind of horizon. You don't want to dip below that while traveling, because then you'll drop out of Super Cruise, which is your kind of sub light speed to light speed times a lot. Your Super Cruise is, basically your kind of light speed and then some travel load. When you're not in Super Cruise, you're traveling maybe a few hundred thousand kilometers per second. I think it's 50,000 kilometers a minute or something like that. I don't know. I haven't dropped out of Super Cruise in a little while. I'd have to look at the thing, but basically you see I'm kind of down here at the radar, down in the lower center. You see like the 23C, 24C. You know, and from what I understand of how this game's mechanics work is, you know, the C label there, the C moniker, is basically the speed of light. And 32, which I'm at right now, 32, 33, 34, that is, you know, 30, you know, that is the how much faster than the speed of light you're going. So 30 right now, 40 times the speed of light. And well, shit, next time after this next jump, I'll drop down and I'll kind of show you. I'll show you low security, really. See, this is kind of a new thing in the last few updates. It's like they'll actually show the security level of the system you're going to up here above the charging meter. Some systems like anarchy or high security, obviously. I'm surprised it says low security out here because I'm really out in the middle of nowhere. So I would think there'd be no security. I would think I'd be in anarchy space. Kill the engines. Scan. Oh, there's a lot of bodies here. Maybe there's something. I'm gonna scan the star and drop out of Super Cruise. So I can kind of show. Oh, well, actually, I don't even need to because even here in Super Cruise, it looks like I'm stationary in relation to the star that I'm looking. Excuse me, the star that I'm looking at. Because you know it's a star. It's fucking massive. But I'm actually moving at 30,000 meters per second, or 30 kilometers a second, I guess, as you could read that as. So let me take a look at the system map here. Oh boy, my headset is telling me that it's time to charge, but half the time when I plug it in, audio kind of cuts out. Oh, I'm already getting into unexplored space. Okay, this is where things get fun, at least for me, maybe not for viewers. But yeah, this whole system, this entire system is virgin. To my knowledge, I am the first person here in this system, which is exciting because, you know, if I scan it, and I go out, you know, I travel the galaxy and I come back, if I am still, by the time that I get back to civilization, if I am still the first person to have scanned and turned in, that's the important part, if I'm the first person to have turned in this system, then I get a big bonus for everything that I scanned. You know, so if you want to make sure that you are kind of, you know, if you're maximizing profit for exploring, you want to scan everything in the system, especially if it is completely undiscovered, because if you get back to civilization and turn it in first, money, fucking money, and you get your name out there. I have my name out on a number of systems. Unfortunately, to my knowledge, there isn't any really updated registry for you to really look up as to who has claimed, you know, who has discovered what systems. I wish there was. That is something I wish the developers would really kind of focus on. And honestly, I really don't bother with a lot of the moons here, because at least back before 2.3. Before 2.3, there you have to get up within like 10 light seconds of these moons, so you have to really get up in close. You have to slow down. It takes a lot of time to get in close to them. So ice bodies, I'm really not gonna go for. However, gas giants tend to net you more money, which is good. So gas giants for sure. Yeah, see, these are all icy bodies. These are all icy bodies right here. So, I'm gonna get the gas giants. Okay, I hit the wrong button again. Hit the gas giants and call it good. Which this one, I might be close enough to scan without going too far. Oh yeah. Alright, so basically, like I said earlier, great thing about gas giants is you don't have to be very close to them. Although I'll keep moving towards this one. And I keep moving towards this one so I can kind of give a view. Granted, it's 800, 700 some odd light seconds away, but luckily my ship is fairly quick. We should get there pretty soon. Yeah, you see, you can already kind of tell that its moons are starting to shape up as dots of light on the horizon. But even still, I've gone from 600 to 200 some odd light seconds, and there's still little dots, which kind of, oh god, I really need to slow down. Holy shit, I'm probably gonna shoot past it here in a second. No, maybe not. I might have stopped myself just in time. But it kind of gives you the grand scale of things, because you think, oh, I'm 700 light seconds out. When I get to 100 light seconds, I should be able to see it really clearly. Nope. And you gotta think, this is a planet probably similar in size to Jupiter. And it takes me, from 700 light seconds out, you can barely see a little speck of light. And then 2 light seconds, basically, you get 1 light second. Basically would take light 1 second to get here. That's, in terms of light, it's pretty far away. And it is that big. Let me tell you, VY Canis Majoris in this game, you can be almost 6,000 light seconds. 6,000 light seconds away, and it almost fills the screen. It's just that big. Alright, I'm gonna scan this little ice planet because, well, I'm right here. I should say ice moon. It's a moon. While it's scanning, I'm gonna get ready to grab up the next planet right here. It's a good thing. You can hop into menus and look at things while you're scanning a planet. Granted, when you're as close as I am to this planet, it slows you down. So like right now I'm moving it, like, see, I'm losing speed. I'm at full throttle and I'm losing speed. I'm doing 600 kilometers per second and still going slower. It's going to take me a second to kind of, because gravity, they actually incorporate some gravitational forces, some kind of rudimentary gravitational forces. My friend and I were kind of talking earlier, basically saying, how it would be great if you could slingshot. You could use stars to slingshot, which I think is a fantastic idea. I can't even begin to wrap my head around the math involved in that. Okay, I need to go. I need to get perpendicular from this damn thing so I can speed up faster. Yeah, basically skimming along a planet isn't good for acceleration. You basically have to go perpendicular, put the planet behind you, escape its gravity well, and you'll start picking up speed a lot faster. See, now I'm at I'm guessing 3 million, I think 3 million meters per second. This game being, I think it's predominantly made by Europeans. Pretty much everything is like in metrics. You have kilometers, millions of meters, etc., etc. So yes, this planet is about 1,400 light seconds away, so it'll take a couple minutes, especially since I'm trying to get away from the gravitational effects of an even bigger gas planet. But see, as you can see, I'm slowly picking up speed there by the radar. I've been pointing at my screen the whole damn time. Basically my little radar in the radar, and that's the speed that I'm going. So I'm currently going a little bit over the speed of light. 1.8, 2. Let's see, now the further I get from that planet, the faster I pick up speeds. Not 3, 4, 5 times the speed of light. As you notice, as fast as that is going up, the distance that I'm closing in on the planet, you know, it's lags a bit behind it. It's not as fast. It doesn't drop as fast as I gain speed. You know, which again adds to, you know, it helps add to the kind of scale of the galaxy in this game. Not even just the system, but the galaxy. Granted, you know, simply traveling through the galaxy is measured strictly in light years, and traveling through systems is strictly in, you know, light seconds and millions of meters. It's just mind-boggling to think about, really. You know, you're talking millions of meters per second, or thousands of meters per second. You know, it's just like, holy fuck, the speeds that you travel is truly just mind-bending. I've always been rather shitty at math, so playing this game and trying to visualize kind of the numbers in my head is just, it almost hurts. It almost hurts. Fortunately, I'm not drunk enough that it actually does hurt. I just play the game, buzzed. I mean, what more could you ask for? Fucking flying through the middle of fucking nowhere. Excuse me. You know, what more could you ask for? Flying through the middle of nowhere in the middle of the galaxy, in empty space, drunk off your ass. I mean, who wouldn't want to have fun with that? I know I would. Looking at all these sights. Holy shit. You got the Magellanic Clouds, the large and small Magellanic Clouds. Unfortunately, you cannot go to them because, at least as far as I'm aware, maybe it's been updated since I last played. But as far as I'm aware, you know, those are technically outside the galaxy, and you are unable to get to them. I think it would be really cool. That would be a trip to go, worth going on. But as you are limited by, you know, jump distance, those are the nearest star between our galaxy and them is probably far enough away that you wouldn't be able to actually get there, which has stymied me on a couple occasions, because I like to try and hunt neutron stars, and especially black holes. Black holes are really difficult to hunt because the galaxy map, black holes don't necessarily show up. So I mean, alright, so you see all these dots. I'll zoom in. Basically, all those are stars. You can go in here and knock down. Oh, okay. That's it. Apply filter to root. That's new. But you can basically get rid of. You can filter out how many stars you want. So like non-sequence stars. Those are traditionally neutron stars, which are worth a lot of money, especially if you're the first one to discover them. And you know, let me kind of knock all these out of here. And you see, there's nothing. You see this little kind of gray dot right down in here. That is nothing. That is just something outside the galaxy that is perpetually always on the map. You know, so obviously you zoom out, you're not going to see anything. I mean, you try to hunt neutron stars, it's tough, because you gotta find that one little gray speck that is actually meaningful. Black holes, they typically don't even show up on the map. You basically have to search for a certain class of stars, and from what I understand, I think it's class A. The blue white or the white giants. You have to look for those systems in particular. And you just try to hit them. You try to go to each of these systems and hope that there is a black hole there. Because again, the black holes, especially if they are undiscovered, if you're the first one to scan them, are very profitable. And this is a small gas giant. You have to get really close to this here. Wow. I should already have scanned it. Wow. Oh, that's why I'm not locked onto it. Okay. There we go. I don't know how I managed to do that. But anyway, go into the class. So like class A, I think it is. It's either A, B, or O. Either way, you get A, B, and O, and you see 2 right here. 2, 3. So you got class A, class A. I think it's like B and O is what. Fuck off. So you go out here. You kind of see it's predominantly all class A. There's like, this is a B. Oh, it's an O. So it's like O through A, O, B, and A that you're likely to find. Oh, there's a neutron star not very far away, but that's behind me, so I'm not going to go back to that. I wish I had known about that. Somebody's probably already looked at it because it's not very far from civilization, but as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of these, kind of O, B, and A stars to really search for black holes, and the majority of them are not going to be black holes. So I mean, trying to find neutron stars, trying to find black holes, it is really like searching for a needle. It's like hell. It's like searching for a particular particular strand of hay in a haystack that happens to be tens of thousands of light years across. So yeah, safe to say it's tough, but I do rather enjoy trying to kind of hunt for neutron stars, but I save that for when I'm a little bit further out, because once you get further out, it's less likely that people have actually been to where you're at, so it's less likely that people will have found the neutron stars. But again, caveat, there's always a but. There's always like a but to the but to the but. A lot of buts. There are a lot of other like-minded people that specifically search for neutron stars and black holes because those are the most profitable things to scan. So I mean, you could think you're out in the middle of nowhere, nobody's going through systems. Excuse me, you're going through systems left and right, then nobody seems to have scanned. But then you hop into a neutron star, and it's like, oh, somebody's been here before, because they basically, what they did is they searched out that star, or they found, that's the one star that they found, the one neutron star that they found. Well, maybe they found like several, and they basically plotted courses directly to these neutron stars. So while you might have gone a course very easily that nobody else has traversed, you can get to a neutron star and somebody else has been there because they're popular to look for. They're popular because they make people money in this game. I should probably scan the system. Come on. Get caught up in chatting about the game here. But I forget to actually play the game. Alright, so again, hope somebody's been here. You can take, there's millions of different routes in this game. The last system I went to, nobody had turned it in yet. This system, somebody's been to this first star, so let's see what we have here. How far away is that? I can't see. That is, really? This guy was, either this guy was really lazy, or he didn't have the adequate scanner, because there are different levels there's different levels of exploration scanners. So my guess is this guy probably did not have the proper scanners for what he was trying to do. This guy is probably a new player. Didn't realize that, there's a whole lot more out here. So the first one was like 1,000 light seconds, which you can scan, for a star, you can scan it right off the bat. And this other one is about 33,000, so I mean, that's pretty dang close. So I am gonna plug in my headset and go use the bathroom while I'm flying to this, because I got time. It'll take a couple minutes to get there. Alright, see, I'm back. I could have gone and gotten water or another beverage, and I'm still almost 30,000 light seconds away. So I think I'm gonna go grab myself something to drink. Like I said, like I said before, 100,000 somewhat light seconds. I'll do that from time to time because it takes, maybe 5 to 10 ish. 300,000 takes, 10 to 30, 15 to 30 minutes. As you can see, distances take a while to traverse in this game. It's not just you hop here, you warp it there. And don't get me wrong with this game, Elite Dangerous. There's far more than just exploring. You can do trading. You can basically be a delivery boy, hopping from one system to another, delivering goods. The early jobs that you'll get, because you start off with a really small ship, the early jobs that you'll get are, basically worth pennies, small little bits. But as you get bigger ships, you start building up your reputation with different factions, building up your trader. As you can see here, my trade rank is broker, 17% broker, and that is, I can't remember all the ranks, I'd have to look, but yeah, that's about mid-range rank right there. Once you get to like broker and above, you can start really getting a lot more. Maybe it's the rank below broker, but anyway, once you start getting kind of into the mid ranks of like trade ranks, you start getting better jobs, and especially if you have good standing with the local faction in the area that you're trying to do a lot of trading in, you'll start getting better and better jobs. Some jobs that are netting you more and more money. And then there's bounty hunting. You can basically bounty hunt NPCs. You can bounty hunt NPCs, which is pretty easy, especially if you have one or two people playing with you. You can kind of split. Basically when you're playing in a squadron or a wing, you'll split the bounty between each other. So usually tag team. You can find like pirates, NPC pirates, wings of 2 or 3 or 4 people, and you have 2 or 3 people yourself. you go out and you shoot them out of the damn sky, and you basically, for each pirate you shoot down, there's a different bounty, and it'll split it amongst however many people you have in your squadron. Or you could try and do it solo. It's a good bit tougher, but you can do it. Especially if you're focusing on kind of the small time stuff, like the low risk combat areas. You can find a lot of populated systems. You can go in there and knock out some single solo NPCs here and there. You can make some decent money that way. Or you can go into conflict zones and participate in wars between factions. The couple times I've tried to get into that, it was like I damn near lost my ship a couple times because it was crazy. You start attacking one person that you think is a safe bet to shoot at, and then you start having 3 or 4 other ships all starting to fire at you. So you basically just got to turn tail and run, because at the time, at least me, I was not equipped to handle that much. At least, oh wow, okay. They changed this. Hang on. What is going on here? See, you used to be able to hit Control Alt Space, and it would basically give you kind of a free camera. What? Oh, I just hit a button, and I didn't mean to hit that button. Something happened. But basically, you used to be able to hit into Control Alt Space, and you could look at your ship. It was basically giving you free look at your ship. But now, like, what's going on here? Like, see, I just used a heat sink. I didn't mean to use a heat sink. I didn't need to use a heat sink. But you used to be able to just, I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to look at that in the control menu now, because that's different from when I last played. But anyway, you'd be able to hit Control Space and freely look at your ship, which is what I was going to try and do. I was going to try and look at my ship and talk about my ship and the different ships, but whatever. Anyway, I'm instead gonna hit the right button here. If I can hit the right button, I really should drink some water. Okay, see, I'm already here. What am I doing? Ugh, excuse me. Okay, I'm falling asleep over here. I'm fucking wrecked. Yeah, and that's another thing. I would love to use this to actually get. How do I? So that's gonna bug me, because I wanted to kind of show you. Really? Why am I firing the heatsink? I did not press the heatsink button. Oh my god. See, now I have 1 heatsink left. I have 1 heatsink left. Out of 3. Those were for emergencies. See, I wanted to kind of show you the view out here, because once you get far away from the star, you can really see the galaxy. Basically, I'm kind of heading towards the center of the galaxy. But when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you get far away from the system star that you're in, far from the star of the system that you're in, you can really see the kind of the center of the galaxy, the real thick of it all. You can see a nebula there. You can see another nebula there. I think that is the Coalsack Nebula right there in front of me. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the map and see what is kind of in relative. Yeah, I think that's the Coalsack. So you got the Coalsack right there, and then there's another one. Okay, can't quite see it. Right, Coalsack. Maybe Edda Carina. Coalsack's close. this kind of thing is it's always kind of hard to kind of pick out your landmarks here. So right, oh no, that's right in front of me. That's smack dab in front of me. That's not the cul-de-sac. Let's take a closer look here. All right, I am right here. So what I'm gonna do? Button. Oh, okay, that is the Pencil Nebula that is right in front of my face. And that other one, there's a few out there. There's a good number out there. But yeah, this is Pencil Nebula out there. I've not actually been to that one. Another time. I'm on a mission. Anyway, before I jump, sorry, I'm going to be right back. Sorry, it's really boring. This game is really boring. My commentary is probably dullard, but I'm going to go get me something to drink, something preferably hydrating. Maybe a little bit of, no, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. I'm going to get me some liquor. Fuck it. What time is it? Oh, Jesus Christ, it's 2 in the morning. You know what? No. You know what? No. I am going to call it a night. I've already had plenty of booze. I'm going to finish out my trek here. I've got how many jumps? 7 jumps? I probably wouldn't even finish that. So I'm going to jump one more, check out the system here, and I'm going to call it a night because I've been streaming long enough. Because I'm betting a friend of mine will be blowing my phone up in the morning, trying to get me to go shoot guns with him. You know, which is, I would really like to go. I really would. But he wants to go early in the morning, so we shall see what happens. I really do need to work on my long distance accuracy with my 308 bolt action. Got other firearms as well, but I'm thinking I might take my bolt action out. If I can get up in time to go with my buddy, I'm gonna take my bolt action with me, really kind of fine tune it. I got it pretty spot on last time I went out shooting with him. I need just more practice shooting at long range. Practice makes perfect. Oh god. Excuse me. Scan that. Let's make sure there's nothing else in the system. No new astronomical. Did I already do that? I don't know. 11,000. Alright, let's look at the system map. Has anybody been here? Nobody's been here. Alright, you know what? It's a dwarf star, but nobody's been here. I'm gonna go get it. Anyway, y'all fuckers, have yourselves a good night. I'm gonna go get me a glass of water. I'm gonna scan the star, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Yep, I'm gonna go to bed. Alrighty then. Y'all have a good evening.